Hello, my name is Joey Delmore. I'm the owner of Backyard Dreams based out of Denver, Colorado. Today we're up in the mountains of Colorado. We'll be installing an AlleyOOP 10x17 power bounce trampoline. Let's get started. So everything's been pre-assembled and laid out here. This is a long rail piece. In each long rail piece, there should be 4 plugs. And there's 2 long rail pieces total. There are 8 of the vertical pieces, 4 of the horizontal leg pieces, 4 of the corner pieces, and then 2 of the end rail pieces. Here's the power bounce box. Inside you'll have the power hooks, the power arms, and then 56 of the black springs. All right, and here are the rest of the springs that you'll need to assemble the trampoline. Same black springs as the power bounce ones. Okay, next we have the safety enclosure in this box here. These straps that'll eventually wrap around the net in the frame. Pad bungees. 2 of these 7-foot bungees, which will also help wrap the net around the frame. And then 2 10-foot bungees as well. These bolts will attach the poles to the frame. And then we have some spare parts here, and then a hex wrench and an Allen wrench as well to help with assembly. Right here we have the jumping surface, the green pads that will cover the springs, the poles, and the basketball hoop and the 2 balls here. Over here we've got the 3-step ladder and also the bounce board, which is an awesome accessory for these trampolines. All right, so I advise to lay everything out. It'll just help the process go much smoother. We'll start by attaching this corner rail to the long rail here. And once again, you want to make sure these 2 plugs are in here. That'll help secure it, stabilize it. And once that's in, you can move on to the next one. If it struggles to get in, it helps to have a rubber mallet just to tap it in. So after the corner rails are on, we'll move along to the short vertical poles. It does help to have 2 people doing this, but if it's just you, just takes a little extra stabilizing. And there's 8 of these poles. Right now we'll start with inserting 2 on each long rail. Okay, once that's complete, we'll move to the horizontal leg sections. Just lift up on that, and then sometimes you got to tap this leg section into that vertical pole. Okay, after that's complete, I'd like to start with one of the completed sections here. Once again, it does help with having 2 people, but if it is just 1 person, lift the rails up like that, and then just bend them forward. And once you do that, make sure you stabilize this end here, and then I'd like to move it back a little bit. And then while holding on, grab one of the end rails here and insert that into this corner rail. That'll help it from tipping backwards. Okay, that's completed. I'll move this leg section over here. insert the vertical pole and then lift up. All right, do it with this side over here. Okay, once that's in and stabilized, we'll move over to this other section here. Sometimes you got to readjust to get everything lined up properly here. And then do the same thing over here by lifting this section. All right, well, I'll hold that on to this, insert that end into the corner rail there, and then you can swing this leg over, grab the other vertical leg section, do the same over here. All right, so once a frame is put together, I'd like to go around and line up these holes right here. This is where the pole will be attached with the bolts. You have a hole down here, which this can move. And so we got to make sure that's lined up with this hole up here, which is stationary. So one way to do that, you can try and grab it and twist it. That works sometimes. Otherwise, just a basic screwdriver, rubber mallet, and tap it until it lines up. And another thing with these poles, you want to make sure the indented hole is facing outward.